Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? OCD Mikey back in action, man. I am almost at 100%. And thank you, everybody, for joining. Good to see you, Charles. What's up, Wes? Wes is calling in from Maine. Where the hell are you? Maine, Boston, East Coast. Oh, Connecticut. Where the pizza, dude, I have to come try the pizza, but I got to get better first. Daniel's in from Evanston, Illinois. Charles in from Hollywood, California. Jason in from Austin, Texas. What is up, brother? Good to see you, man. Tom Clark calling in from Oregon. What is up? What's happening, tribes? You checking in for Evanston, as I said. Hey, Charles, how are you, buddy? Long time no talk to, man. I'll be in touch. I've just been trying to nurse myself back, brother, get through these sales and these shipments. I shipped a couple massive amplifiers today. Luckily, my brother was here. Daniel in from KC. Sup, Big Daddy? What is up? A-Dub. Good to see you, man. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Let it flow. Let it flow. Come inside. The show's about to start. Guaranteed to blow your mind apart. Let the show. Like I like to know. You know what song? Do. ELP, baby. Brain Salad Surgery. This is an awesome, freakish album. If anybody likes prog rock, man. That was one of the strong ones. I am going to be talking about fart wheel. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about the fart wheel. I will be talking about darTZeel. What is up, Nick Sardone? Sardone. What's up, man? Nice to see you, brother. The show that never ends. Love me some ELP, you know it. Yep. Who knows this lyric? Let's see. Takes you up around the bay, has you back in the same day. See if anybody knows what lyric that is. You get a t-shirt. How about that? Greatest prog albums. Shit. Oh, man. We'd have to go Yes or Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Oh man, there's some in there. I don't know. Prague is really cool shit, but I was into it for a little while and then I just couldn't stick with it. Steve DeHardy, come to see the show. Right on. Let's go Stones. Totally, man. Love the Stones. There's so nothing like the Stones. You got to love the old bands, man. I mean, you listen to the Stones and you're like, dude, this is never going to happen again. This is like something that happened once. It's never going to happen again. What is even going to be close to this? There's nothing. There's nothing. I mean, it's even stuff like Michael Jackson. You know, it's like it's so unique and such a one-time thing. It's never going to happen again. It's wild. I'd rather hear Stones, though. But yeah, I hear you. Rob from Columbus. Happy to be in the circle. Right on, Robert. Welcome, brother. Hemisphere. What's that? Pipe Dreams? Oh, is that an album? Rush, Hemisphere? Is that what you're talking about? Timothy Leary. Oh, Michael Campbell gets it, dude. You get a t-shirt, brother. You're going to have to call me tomorrow. Give me hopefully you're an extra large. Give me your address and I'll send you a free t-shirt, brother, with the hi-fi black sheep on it, man. You nailed it. Timothy Leary by the Moody Blues, baby. Would you consider Rush prog rock? Yes, absolutely. Rush was progressive. It wasn't full tilt progressive. I would call it light prog, you know. Older bands are far more than classic. Yeah, I know. They were quintessential, man. They cut they formed rock and roll the way we know it today. Any company's going out of business. Sorry, I had to say with all the it's coming up, man. I'm letting some people chalk into the queue here, and then I'll go over what I have to say about it. Zeppelin, the mold is broken. Totally. I mean, and you look at the roots of it and how Zeppelin came from blues And it's so brilliant the way and the thing that blows my mind the most about Floyd, Zeppelin, The Who, Stones, dude, these guys were like 18 freaking years old. You're like, are you kidding me? The 18-year-old numbnuts now? There's like no way you could have a a band like that. It's mind blowing. It's crazy how young they were, and they were killing it. They were really killing it. Mark Kirschling, what's up, brother? How do you like your MPD-8, brother? Mark's got Mark the Logger. He's got his MPD-8. Did you get the MPT? Let the people know, brother. Mark told me, he called me up and gave me a call, and he was totally stoked with it. Clendenning, what's up? Hoot hoot, man. King Crimson, there you go. Robert Fripp, man. Crimson. I will call Rush Prague adjacent. There you go. I'd rather get stoned. Yeah, fully. Hey, what's up, Dan? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Gabriel's Genesis. Okay, now we're throwing down some stuff. Zeppelin got sued so many times for taking other people's music without giving them credit. Wow, I didn't know about that. That's pretty wild. Won't be another Dead or Fish, but as you know by now, I'm beyond biased. Yeah, man, Tommy has a wicked Dead collection, man. I mean, this guy asked me about what was my first show, and I told him, and he sent me bootlegs from my first show, like 4 different versions. I was like, dude, this is epic. So cool. Thanks. David says, Mikey, you look good. Thanks, brother. I feel a lot better. I'm still not out of the woods 100%, because I've had some very slight reminders that I'm not totally out of the woods in terms of the gut, feeling not right. But I am going through a myriad of remedies, and tomorrow I have an appointment with Chinese medicine. Of all the things, I'm going for Chai Med. But I trust. Look, as you know, my kvetch with China is not the people or the culture. It's the regime and the way that they repress their people, or oppress their people rather, and do not allow them to practice religion and practice free speech. So that's why I'm against China. But the history of them is brilliant, and the country and their history is amazing. I mean, they invented the noodle, for Christ's sake. How can you not love the people that invented the noodle? They invented gunpowder, and their medicine is pretty damn good. So I'm gonna go check that shit out and see if I can get my energy back. The Doors were cool. The Doors were way beyond their time, man. I mean, the Doors to this day, I'm like, Jesus. I mean, even in high school, I remember listening to the Doors. I could only listen to the top 40 stuff. If I listened to the obscure stuff, it was way over my head. I'm like, I just don't get this. I need like lyrics to sing along with and shit like that. Now I get the Doors more than ever, and I still totally am like in awe at that whole. The Doors are a trip, man. They're beyond cool. They're like on a different weird level. Gentle Giant, there you go. And Camel, love Camel. Yeah, that's cool. That, man, you brought up something I haven't thought of Camel in a long time. It only took 3 songs from one of my playlists to get MPT-8 Goosebumps. Look, okay, so here's Mark. Mark's giving us feedback. It only took 3 songs from one of his playlists to get Goosebumps from the MPD-8. So, yeah, Dano's going to go see him soon. Led would get sued, they pay the money, gave the artist credit with their own names. Oh, okay. There you go. Just starting the break-in. You know it, man. You know it. It's only going to get better. Ask Dano. Dan here, Drago, has an MPD-8 as well. Tragically Hip, go Canada. Okay. Strange Days and Awesome Doors. Very progressive. Yes, it is. It's a tripped out wild album. Okay, you guys. So I'm going to address the topic of tonight's stream, which is the darTZeel debacle. The whole everybody talking about them going out of business, and this whole sensationalized thing, turning it into this fiasco. So as you know from my earlier video, they're not going out of business. I have people that talk with the CEO. more importantly, what I want to go over with you guys isn't that that there was a three-ring circus about it. What I want to show you is, let me see if I can find this. Here we go. This, and then I think it's right here. Let's see. Yes. Okay. So you guys can see this, I hope. Okay. So look at this. This is darTZeel posting on their Facebook page. Okay. And I'm going to go through this because this is very, very revealing. This is from the CEO, Hervé Delatraz, from darTZeel. And he says here, "Dear all, to those who want to know the truth, it's quite simple." Okay. For several years now, the extreme high-end market. Okay, he's talking about ultra high-end. Okay, the bullshit that I always tell you guys is bullshit. Okay, you've heard me talk shit about the ultra high-end for a long time because I think it's not the real hi-fi. It's the fake out hi-fi to bilk billionaires, to bilk people, the elites. It's just made to bilk them, and then the wannabes, and then it's also made to bilk the wannabes that want to be all whatever precious. So he says the extreme high-end market, what he's talking about is ultra high-end, has been in turmoil with many prestigious brands closing down. Fortunately, most of them have been able to restart due to several factors, of which I will only mention a few. Okay. The uncertain global economic and political climate has drawn attention away from entertainment. Okay, I don't agree with that. I think the bullshit global economic and everything like that has drawn attention to entertainment because people want to forget about what's happening in the world, and they want to actually, and let me see, I want to make sure that you guys are seeing, yeah, you are seeing this. Okay, cool. Where was I? Go back. There it is. Okay. I think it's bullshit because, man, when shit gets bad, we want to disappear into our hi-fi rigs. And so I don't think it's drawn attention away from entertainment. I think it's drawn attention away from conspicuous, stupid spending. Okay. From frivolous spending. I think that's what the political and economic climate. You know, when shit gets bad, people want to listen to music. It doesn't mean they want to draw attention away from entertainment. They love movies and music more than ever. Their attention is drawn away from stupid expenditures like $235,000 freaking amplifiers. Okay, so that's my feeling. Again, I'm giving my opinion on this. But above all, the race to offer the most expensive product. Okay, so now he is admitting that there is a race to offer the most expensive product. Now, keep in mind, this guy offered a $1 million phono cartridge. So what he said subsequently here leads me to believe that this guy put up that $1 million cartridge as a middle finger. He did that on purpose to say, fuck everybody, I'm making $1 million cartridge, I'm going to put it up, and that's his frustration. I feel that is the outcropping of his frustration with the bullshit of this industry. He said, fuck it, I'm making a $1 million cartridge because I'll just, he's got to do it. He understands what's going on, the stupid race. And he talks about it, the most expensive, the race to offer the most expensive product. He partook in that and he did it on purpose, but I think he was making fun of the whole situation. I don't think it was serious. A $1 million cartridge, come on, it's not serious. He did that on purpose. Here it says, claiming it's better while giving ever larger discounts to end users. Okay, so how many times have I told you that? Okay, here is a guy from one of the most prestigious, expensive brands in the world, okay, telling us right now that he understands that each company is trying to outdo each other. You know, the new $250,000 deck. First, it was Wadax with a $165,000 deck. Then DCS came with a $250,000 deck. Now, I think MSB is doing a $250,000. They're all racing each other, right, to get to the top, and they say it's better. But the reason is they're giving more margins. It gives a larger margin to the dealer so they can give a bigger discount to the end user to jerk him off. Okay. They're still making 50 grand on selling a damn box, but now they have such a high price and it's so bullshit overpriced on purpose so that the dealer can give 40 points and jerk somebody off and get their money anyways and still make 50K on the transaction, okay, for one piece. It's so stupid and it's so obvious to see through. That's why I despise the ultra high end. It's a bunch of shit that's only ever sold for half price. It's a fucking jerk off is what it is, okay? And if you want to go be jerked off and be part of the little circle jerk session, then be part of your damn ultra hi-fi bullshit. Okay, because to me, it's a circle jerk session, okay? And they all jerk each other off and jerk off the customer. So he thinks he's getting this big discount, and really they're making the same amount of profit as if it were priced regularly, normally, okay? Again, sorry to use such crude terms, but this is the only way I can express myself because I'm pissed off about it. I'm frustrated. And finally, okay, you guys have heard me talking about this for fucking 4 years. Finally, we got one of the most elite, prestigious, highest priced brands, and this guy is admitting it. He's saying exactly what I've told you guys for 4 years. He's telling us right here, just to give ever larger discounts to end users. Why do they do that? To spur a impulse buy, because they know these people are addicted to discount. So you give them discount and you use them. You're my mark. I'm going to give you a discount and take your ass to the cleaners. You know, because $250,000 for a deck is absolutely ludicrous. There's nothing even close to worth that kind of bread in that thing. It's stupid. And I've got a whole nother theory that I haven't even brought to you guys yet, and that's coming eventually. So here we go next. This extreme high-end market, whose noble and honorable purpose at its beginnings. Okay, so look, he's explaining this further. The extreme high-end market, which at first did have honorable and purpose at its beginnings, was to offer music lovers the best possible reproduction quality. Here we go. Has turned into a mass market comparable to the souks of Marrakesh, which I don't even know what the hell that is. Maybe somebody can say that, which I personally love, but for a different purpose. What? I don't know what. Where the highest discount has become the main focus. Totally. It's hustling 101, dude. These are street smarts. This is what you do. You say some bullshit high price so that you can get half the price and still make double your profit, because really the true price is only a quarter of what the new price is. It's hustling 101. This trend, though not new, is now rotting the extreme high-end market and is destroying the industry. How many times have I freaking told you this is why I hate the ultra high end? Because they're killing the fucking industry. Okay, they're ruining it. And here we have Hervé Delatraz, founder and creator of darTZeel, telling us this same exact shit that I've been telling you guys for 4 years. And everybody wants to say, oh, Mikey's slamming Griffin, Mikey's slamming Boulder, Mikey's slamming D'Agostino. Well, yeah, I'm slamming them because they're rotting the fucking industry. They're killing it. Okay. And all they give a shit is about is their damn greed and making the next sale and selling to the next fucking Sultan of Dubai or whatever, whoever they're selling to, internet gazillionaires, you know, the elites. Okay. It's not you. It's not me. You don't get it, fucker. You know, maybe you can if you want to be and you're trying to be like the billionaire, you can find it for half price and then you can spend more than you should to get it for half price. It's just a whole circle jerk, okay? And I can see it plainly from the outside. I've been trying to tell you guys, and people want to cry, oh, Mikey's bashing brands. Now, Mikey's bashing the industry. Well, look at this guy, founder of darTZeel, saying it in plain fucking English right here for us. I'll continue. I, Hervé Delatraz, founder and creator of the darTZeel brand, have decided that this business model no longer aligns with my vision of the extreme high end. Fucking bravo, Hervé. Holy shit. We've got a guy coming down to earth. Now he's a realist. He realizes what's happened. His heartfelt passion for his brand is he's had to become part of the industry. He's had to make it more and more expensive because he's keeping up with the Joneses. He's just doing what all the jackasses do. but he's not a public company. He is still an owner and a founder and a creator, and he's sick of it. And that's what he's talking about here. And he says it to us in this post. It's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely, this is, I mean, I hope you guys understand what this means. Okay, this is totally, what's the word? Uh, Legitimizing, putting into, just what I've been saying for 4 years. Okay, so let's talk a little more. He says, he goes here. Not only will the darTZeel brand continue to exist, but it will also change its paradigm by focusing on new concepts, which for now will remain undisclosed for obvious reasons. What you need to know are the following. darTZeel, number one, darTZeel is more alive than ever, and legendary customer service remains unchanged. From the founder of the company. Okay, he's saying it here. We have to take him at face value. Number two, current production on the 3 series will now be made only on demand. Okay, so that means they're going to be made to order. For existing customers, it is strongly advised not to sell your darTZeel equipment on AudioGone or elsewhere, because from now on, owning a darTZeel instrument is an investment. Okay, so this is his guess that it is going to go up in value. The word investment, quite honestly, should never be used for hi-fi. Shouldn't be used for many things. So, but what he's saying is it's going to get more scarce. Okay, so, okay, I get it. Number 3, a new line of instruments aimed at a broader audience. Cheaper product is currently under study. Stay tuned. That's what he's talking about. Aimed at a broader audience means bringing in regular people. That means we realize the ultra high end is fucking turning into a bunch of charlatan fucking devil worshipping motherfuckers. Okay. Okay. I know it's not that bad. I know it's dramatic. But the damn thing is, it's greed, okay? And greed comes from evil, and evil comes from the man downstairs, right? Or whatever the hell you want to call it. It's ugly, dark human nature to be greedy. That's gross. It's nasty. It's dark, okay? And so he is saying he's aiming it at a broader audience. So that means he's going to lower the price of his shit, okay? Because he realizes where it's going. He doesn't like swimming with the people in the ultra high end. He's sick of it. He'd rather come down to earth with us normal folk. And we welcome him with open arms. Hopefully he makes some super cool stuff at some great price, and hopefully good representation of the product, and not these charlatan jerk-offs that carry the ultra hi-fi. Some of these dealers that carry the really ultra hi-fi are some of the worst dealers on the fucking planet. And I've said the F word a lot tonight, and I apologize for that, but I'm feeling strong. darTZeel instruments are made in Geneva to last forever, period. Okay, so I'm going to take that off. So there you go. So we went through this whole thing. We heard it from Hervé Delatraz, the CEO founder of darTZeel, straight from his mouth. He's sick of where the ultra high-end industry has gone. It's bullshit. It's overpriced. It's only made so that they can offer bullshit discounts and jerk off the buyers. It's a bunch of shit, man. And it's a bunch of noobs, rubes, douchebags that participate in the proliferation of that shit, okay? And that's my opinion, okay? That is my opinion, and I've stuck to it. It's always been that way. I have not changed my opinion. So I'm going to go back to what you guys have, what we're saying, so I can pick this back up. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Steve is talking. He says, yes, he agrees. People want to stay home, watch series, movies, sports, and listen to music. Sure, when shit gets bad outside the economy, people want entertainment more than ever. So that part I don't agree with. Global factors have drawn attention to overpriced gear and the people who want to display it. Yeah, hello. It's like conspicuous consumption, like, oh, okay. Well, where, it's many different levels. Racing to shoot the moon. It's unbelievable. That's it. I mean, they're in this race to see who can make the most expensive shit, and it serves nobody. It serves themselves, and it serves the elite, and that's it. And then the stuff is never sold. It's a jerk off price. It's never even sold for that price anyways. It's only sold for half price, and they get 60 or 70 points on it, and they still make a killing. But it's dishonest. Nobody's being honest. Why don't you just make it an honest price and sell it for an honest profit and don't discount? But the thing is, with the advent of the internet, people thought, I'm not paying retail, because they wanted to shop around on the internet. And at the beginning of the internet, you could do that. You could go shop around and find people that were willing to, desperate, useless sellers that all they had up their sleeve was to sell for 5% above their cost or something stupid like that. And they were able to get away with it. Well, that is going to change. This whole ultra high end buying half price, 40 points off, all this shit, it's toast, man. It's not going to last. It's bullshit. The people that buy it, you're just going to look like a freaking loser. When you tell us what brands you have, we're just going to be, oh, you're one of those guys. Gotcha. Okay, whatever. See ya. How good are darTZeel amps? They're supposed to be great, man. I've never had one, there's just always been total whole aura around it. It's like, ooh, darTZeel. I've gone to the rooms, I've listened to the stuff. Does it sound good? Yeah. Did it ever blow my mind where I was like, I need to have it? I've never felt that. Look, I can have anything I want. It doesn't matter how expensive, because I can get it at dealer cost. I can afford it. But it's like I never wanted it. I thought it was cool. It was mysterious. It was neato. But $225,000 for a pair of monos. I think I could get something that sounds as good for half the price. So I just never thought it was blew my mind, but it is great stuff. It's built very well. They're great designs, and they're built with passion. So yeah, I think it is good stuff. I think they're very good. On the other hand, you have NRD and DR. What's that? Claiming a particular op amp while following a cheap DAC. It's their cat's meow. Okay. A supposed $79 op amp. Yeah, who knows? The extreme high end has a very small customer base, and with more competition, the market is setting itself up for failure and downsizing. Absolutely. It can't go. Where they're going higher and higher like this, they're just going to price themselves out of the market. People are going to think they're stupid. It's only going to be for the sultans and the people with stupid money that just wipe their ass with, $1 million, and that's nobody, very few people. darTZeel, like Trump putting out $100,000 watch, a sign of financial trouble. I have no idea, man. I have no idea. All I know is Trump's a billionaire and he's about to kick Kamala's ass. So that's all I fucking know. That op amp does what they claim. I have 4 Sparkles Labs op amp. Yeah, I've got Sparkles right here. Actually, not Sparkles. I have op amps that I think are better than Sparkles. Staccato. These things are better than Sparkles. I listen to Sparkles and I listen to Staccato, and Staccato is a better op amp in my opinion. Whoopsie. Just Jesus. I want to open this up to show you, and I'm fucking destroying this thing. What the fuck? Oh, that was maybe the bottom. I guess that was the bottom. Okay, well, yeah, look at this thing. I've got a whole stack of them over there. If anybody wants op amps, holler. This is it. Big ass heat sink on it. So yep. This is a kick-ass op amp. These were the best ones that I found. Really good stuff. And I destroyed the box. Oh well. Got a little too excited there. Should have just opened it from the top. That might have worked better. See how the top opens up. Oh my God. Idiot. Okay. Ultra Hi-Fi Diatribe was legend. Yeah, man. Sorry, I let go. I just let loose with that. So much better ways than inexpensive op amps performance-wise. Whatever. We're not talking about op amps. Who gives a shit? Ultra Hi-Fi Diatribe. Yes. Vindicating. There you go. Vindicating. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. He's admitting to conspicuous consumption. He's admitting to overpricing is what he's saying, and he's sick of it. He says it's bullshit. This whole race to make more expensive shit, It's he's admitting it, you know. The essay by darTZeel was significant. It totally, man. It gives you a view into the eye of a guy who started the ultra high end when it wasn't bullshit, right? He said when there was still when it was still had integrity, right? It was still honorable. And then he goes on to say how it's gone bullshit. And that's what I've been saying for 4 years. Ultra hi-fi is bullshit, bro. It's about showing off and trying to be cool. And the stuff isn't even that fucking great. And it's stupid price and it doesn't sound that great. It's okay. It's good, you know, but other shit is as good. And for real price, you know, it's not meant to like kick you in the balls. I mean, look at some of this shit. They've got 60 amp RV plugs on the back, which there's no way your amp sucks more than 20 amps. Your amplifier, your power amp doesn't take any more than 20 amps. So putting anything more than a 20 amp connector on it is just mentally jacking you off. That's all it is, you know. And I see that shit and I go, this is ridiculous. I would not participate in this. Why would I participate in trying to mentally jack off my customers? You know, it's just I'm not into it. No one ever talks about the brilliant Trevor Rabin because we don't know who the hell he is. Go, Mikey. Thanks, Cordone. Mikey, please tell me it's going to be okay. Of course it'll be okay, man. I'm to the rescue, bro. I'm the answer for all this shit. What do you think? Look at my look. I specialize in finding products that are in the Goldilocks zone. Okay, you guys know this. I just shipped a pair of amplifiers today to somebody that was $28,000 full price. They were $30,000. I gave him $2,000 off as a gesture of goodwill. And each one, dude, took two of us to move it. We were struggling to get this thing out. Each monoblock is like 100 and some pounds. The tube is this big. It's like, it's sick what this guy's getting for 28 grand. And I'm sitting there thinking as I'm carrying these out, Jesus, this guy for 28 grand, he's so getting his money's worth. It's not even funny what kind of his money's worth he's getting in this marketplace where there's $250,000 amplifiers that are no better than these, you know? It's ridiculous. Thrilled you're feeling better. Thanks, Joey. I appreciate that, man. I am. I hope he is able to deliver the goods and the value. This will potentially get rid of the charlatans. It could be the start of it. You never know. Let's see what he comes up with. You know, I mean, it could be a good start. You know, I mean, it's somebody who's respected and it's a brand that's a pretty heavy duty brand. So, you know, it's I think it's pretty cool. So glad darTZeel didn't have to go onto another platform. I know what you're trying. I'm picking up what you laying down. Yeah, they made their thing. darTZeel ought to get a different color scheme. I don't think so. I do think it's hideous, but I do not think they should change it. They should absolutely stay with their color scheme. It would be suicide to change it. Absolute suicide. They need to stick to that. That's fucking Iron Man right there, dude. They need to stick to the Iron Man thing. It sticks out like a sore thumb. You know from across the room what brand it is. That is brilliant. They should absolutely not change the colors, in my opinion. Dan thinks you should change the colors. Dan, bro, glad you're feeling better, like the old Mikey. I know, bro. I know the piss and vinegar is back, right? I mean the pit viper is back, dude. David said Mikey's alive. See, yeah. Yeah, it's what can I say, man? What watch did you get? Jésus le Courte, Polaris. Only one I know that has one is Fremer. Yeah, okay, so Fremer has one. I'm sure he paid a fraction of what the retail cost is. Or maybe he got it on extended loan, which is very likely. I know one customer locally that has some, and this guy buys everything used half off. He goes on the forums and finds all this stuff, and he won't pay retail for anything. He's super rich, but he's totally cheap. You know, it's like, whatever, go figure. He's got some. So those are the only two people that I know that have any. I'd rather have a Playback Designs amp than a darTZeel. I would too. Playback Design, Jesus. I mean, do you look at that thing? I mean, and it's 80 grand. Okay, it was I sold two of them, 80 G each. And oh my God, what you get, you can't get that for 250 from the other companies. Not even close. It's unbelievable what you get from Playback Designs. Jay had a preamp on his show and it had an audible hum. It may have been a bad unit. May have been. It's absolutely a bad unit. And that sucks. That sucks. You know, many of the things that come through there are trade-ins, you know, and that's the thing, you know, if you get them at discount, you just might get a hum. That's one of the things is that, you know, when you buy things used on discount, prepare yourself to have to do repairs. Okay. They're not repair free. That's why people want to buy new, is because they get full warranty. And if something is wrong, it's immediately fixed under warranty. Like, for instance, I had a customer, the same thing, had a hum on a preamp. The preamp had to be, it was so heavy that it was freight. Okay. So I had the preamp picked up at his place on a truck, freight, brought to my repair guy here in Atlanta. We repaired it, perfect, put it back on the thing, and I freighted it back. I paid for shipping both ways, and I paid for the repair under warranty. And so, you know, that's what you get when you buy something new. How many other channels that get discounts from the dealer will be affected? How many other channels that get discounts from the dealer will be affected? Go deeper, Charles. I'm not sure I understand. A darTZeel preamp. Ooh, that's no good. That sucks. It should definitely not have a hum. Does an audio company exist that does not sell online? Many of them, and only through their dealer network, who also cannot put it online. Sure, all the brands I carry, every brand I carry, they do not sell online, only sell through me into the United States. And I could put it online, but I don't need to. You know, Audio Gone or something like that. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, there's no, you know, that's kind of like the eBay, you know. Why would I put it on eBay? I wouldn't do it. I can put them online though if I want to. And typically what you're asking about is people can put it online, but they can't discount it online. So there's no discounts allowed, but you can put it on your website. Yo, Mikey, how do you really feel? Crypto is ready to go. Is that Crypto J? I should probably go buy a couple G of that shit. But what does a couple G get you these days? Anyways, nothing. I will take an open box deal. There you go, brother. You know, I've got, on the op amp. Sure, man. How many do you need? I've got singles and doubles. Just come up here, man. I'll give them to you. Let's see what he creates that's more realistic and what that means. Yeah, exactly, right? Like what he's going to create something that's less money. You know, so his amps are the monoblocks are 229,000 or something like that. So what's he gonna, now offer stuff that's 100,000, which would be nice. It's still a lot of money, but if you could do a world-class high-level amp like a Playback Designs for 100 grand, totally worth it. Totally worth it. Hey, Mikey, and hello to the tribe. Hey, man, how are you? Good to see you, brother. I got those pics. The other day. Can't wait till you come out with that. I'm going to help you roll that out, puppy. Roll those puppies out. I'm not going to tell what you're working on to anybody unless you want to say something, but he's working on something pretty dang cool. And I'm going to help roll it out when it's ready for showtime. There is 8 items on Audio Gone. Someone looking for an investment, possibly. There you go, man. There it is. People are ready to dump them. If they have hums, that's no good. I bought 4 of the staccato op amps based on your recommendation and put them in my DAC. I love them. See? Check it out, brother. Look at that. A brand new day here. Just woke up with Mikey live on the screen. What's up, Marcella? Cheers. Cheers to the Netherlands, man. You're in, are you in Amsterdam or you're outside? Are you in Harlem? Where are you exactly? I can't remember where exactly you are. Trevor Rabin is Steve Howe's successor in the band. Yes. Oh, okay. Got you. Okay. Right on. Charles says, hi, Marcella. Been to many ultra high-end dealers and they act like they are way above it and have special knowledge. Of course they do, man. It's sick, and the first thing they're going to do is size you up. What do you currently have? What speakers are you using? What amp do you have? They want to know what they're working with, because they're trying to judge, do I spend my time with this guy or do I tell him to get the hell out of here? You know what I mean? Do I even give him a demo or do I not? It's so funny. I went into a dealer. I don't tell him who I am. And then one of them in Chicago or Palatine or whatever, one of his customers was in there and he's in his ear telling him there's OCD Mikey. This guy was like, and then he comes in and he was like, oh, so I guess you're, you have a YouTube channel and all this shit. And, I was like, yeah, man, I'll put your, and I think I put his dealership up on my channel. darTZeel just moved into a brand new building, which Fremer visited. Okay. If a manufacturer could justify via performance set of monos north of 500K that audibly and performance-wise clearly blows the doors off other things, what's wrong with that? Nothing. But I'll give you 100,000 if somebody can do that. How about that? I take that back because I'm not going to have some fucking legal bullshit. But but there, okay, north of 500,000 for a set of monos, go fuck yourself. Okay, if that's what you want to do, go fuck yourself. Go suck a sultan's dick. Okay, and get away because you're trying to sell to elites, and I don't give a shit if it's better than anything. Fuck off. Okay, that's what I say. You're trying to be an elitist bastard at that point. Okay, fuck you and your $500,000. Shove it up your ass and get out of here. Take your fucking private jet and fuck off. Saving up for a playback design. See what you did? Look at that, Gordon. Look at that, man. I mean, you will be happy. I just shipped 2 of them this last week, and the people are blown away. Mark is one. The other guy, Raphael, is he's not here tonight, but he was totally happy about it. How many other hi-fi channels that get discounts directly from the dealer will be affected by what darTZeel is laying down? I don't think there's any hi-fi channels that get discounts that can buy from from a dealer. I think there's very few channels that sell dealer trade-ins. Okay. There's a couple guys out there that get dealer trade-ins and then that's what they're selling and that's what they're reviewing and that's what they're doing. They're dealer trade-ins. So it's not discounts from the dealer. It's a dealer wholesaling shit. Okay. So some of these guys are wholesalers. They get shit wholesale so they're providing a service for the dealers. It's a necessary service. darTZeel's not gonna affect shit. Nothing's gonna be affected by this whole deal. Nothing's gonna be affected. It's just gonna be nothing. It's gonna be a nothing burger. Are you going to Capital Audio Fest? Yes, I am, and I am exhibiting. I live in the south of Netherlands near Eindhoven. I had to sit and pronounce. Dutch is a hard pronunciation, man. Every sign I saw, I would say it while we were driving with Cor. Do you know Cor Van Empel? I was driving with him or with his wife, Sylvia, and I would see the signs and I would say the name, trying to learn how to do your freaking accent. Your accent is hard. I can do a Russian accent. I can do proper, Arabic. I can kind of get in there. I mean, I can do Asians, different things. But geez, Dutch was hard, man. You guys have some interesting. So I don't know if Eindhoven, if I'm saying it right, Eindhoven. I might not be saying it right. Trump boy, if elected, will make all audio gear beyond the reach of anyone. Okay, so I'm going to say this real quick, because obviously he thinks this is stab. This is somebody who doesn't like Trump. And the funny part, I'm going to say this really quick because this is political, and I'm going to say it for a quick second. The funny part is that the people that like Kamala Harris and Tim Balls think that Trump is going to be a dictator. Well, let me tell you what a dictatorship looks like. A dictatorship looks like somebody being placed in for president that nobody voted for. Okay. Kamala Harris, nobody voted for her. She didn't go through any voting process. 0 votes. She was placed in there. Okay. Biden was pushed out and now she was placed in there, and you have no choice. You have to vote for her if you are a Democrat. Okay. So how do you like that for freedom? You got 0 freaking choice in your candidate. Your candidate was shoveled up your ass. Okay. Now, here's a second point. I just read that the U.S. military has now been giving the power to use deadly force against the American people during protests or anything where the police need help from the military. Okay, that's never been done before. This is being done under a Biden-Harris administration where the military can now has authority to shoot Americans on American soil. Okay, look it up. It's not bullshit. And Trump's supposed to be the dictator when now we've got the military with a go ahead and shoot American people if they're out of line and the police say so. Okay, so there you go. You're in a dictatorship. Wake up. Okay, darTZeel guy like Deep Throat in Watergate. That one's hard to catch. You sound good and looking better. Thanks, Harry. I appreciate it, man. See you at the Capitol Audio Fest. Much love from the Atlanta Audio Club. Oh, John, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Hey, Rocky, you know I have Edelweiss DAC streamer module, and it sounds great. Is MPD8 and a streamer worth the investment? It is, man. I mean, ask the guys that are watching. The MPD8 is the last DAC you'll ever buy. And the streamer, I would not put the streamer inside. I would trade me back that Edelweiss. I think you bought it from me. No, trade it back to me. You'll get 80% of what you paid, unless it's been less than a year, in which case I'll give you more. And I'll get you an MPD8 and the streamer. You'll never look back. It's the best thing you've ever heard. It's the last DAC you'll ever need. Ask the guys on here that have bought it from me. You know, I don't have to say, you just listen to them. She didn't get one vote last election. Exactly. But she was shoved in there, and Democrats have no choice. That's what they got. They love it. They're like applauding it. And it's like, oh, really? You guys just got totally dictated, and your ass is worried about. I'm not going to go. I can't go into it. It'll be like the Civil War. Americans killing Americans. I mean, think about that. Charles sent me the link. Look it up. Okay, Charles, if you have a link, why don't you put it in here? Let's show these people the link to what you sent me. Mike, you are spot on. Thanks, buddy. Hi, tribe. I'm late. Oh, Shane, there he is. Shano, what's going on, buddy? I came here for audio talk and not political. Now I'm unsubscribed. Good. Go fuck yourself. Like I give a shit. You think it's whatever. You know, we're real people talking about real shit. If you can't handle it, clearly you're butthurt over shit. And let me guess what party you're from. The MPD8 is the last DAC I will ever buy. There you go. Shane said it, so Shane knows. Where do you see ultra high end next step with Daryl announcement? Daryl who? From Daryl Wilson? Or are you talking about darTZeel? Thanks, Cordone. Love you too, brother. The feeling is mutual. Let's see what is else. What do we got? We got 48 minutes. We're closing in on the hour. Anybody else has some things to bring up? We can bring it up, but I pretty much said my piece. Politicians lie so much they should start selling ultra high end. Absolutely. So look, I can agree with you that both parties are fucked, okay? And that politics is an absolute joke, and that both candidates are ridiculous, and the whole thing is a sham for us. And you know, I'll agree with you on that. I mean, I just think where we're at is crazy, but I think the whole thing of politics is I can't stand it. I honestly can't stand it. I knew there was a bigger reason. I'm digging what you be saying. All right, Alan. Yes, darTZeel. Okay, so where do I see ultra high end next step with darTZeel announcement? I think what I see is the guys that are going in the ultra high end getting a reality check. But look, people like let's take DCS for instance. You know, they just released a $250,000 DAC, but they still have a $10,000 DAC or something like that, right? They still have the cheap stuff. So they're still in the game because their foot is all the way down there. Whereas darTZeel was only in the ultra high end. So I think companies that are only in the ultra high end may start to come down if they want to survive into the realistic high end. My guess is, you know, with companies like DCS, they're less expensive stuff is what floats them. Mikey, are you still doing something with OnTech for a DAC? Yes, I am. And as a matter of fact, go on to the forum at 11 Stereo, and you will see somebody, one of my customers. I sold it to him like 6 months ago. He's selling his new OnTech DACO 7, I think, for $18.95 or something like that, and it's brand new, man. You can get like $800 off. I would buy it from him. I suggest all of you all go to 11stereo.com and go into the forums and find what the tribe members are selling. You have to realize these are tribe members. So we're all selling stuff like we're selling to our bros, our homies, right? So we're selling at less than we would to the idiots on AudioGone, right? Because you're going to deal with less bullshit if you're dealing with the tribe. I know I'm late here, but Tragically Hip is one of my favorite bands. Right on, Dave. Dave has an MPD8 and an MPT8. How do you like it, Dave? Was it any good? MPD8 is great. It is. There isn't anything better, in my opinion. There's some fire in the belly, Mikey. I love it. Yeah, it's back, buddy. It's back a little bit, you know. Secretary of Defense is an appointed position by the current regime. There's another point. And we're supposed to be worried about democracy is in trouble and we're going to have a dictator. And look at this shit. Secretary of Defense appointed position, not even voted for. Okay. So this is what some people can't see it. One of my favorite speakers of all time. I would say I have to listen to my Fisher and Fisher 1000s, man. I have the feeling those are going to be it. I really like Fisher and Fisher. I really like Tad. Those are like two of my favorite brands. I really like Magnapan, but Magnapan needs so much help to get it to sound good. You have to massage Magnapan. You have to modify it, massage it, add subwoofers, use active crossover, and you can really get amazing sound out of Magnapan, and they're not expensive. So I really dig Magnapan, but they take a lot. Whereas Fisher and Fisher, you just drop them in and forget. Tad, you drop them in and forget. So, I'd have to say Fisher and Fisher at this point. And Tad, those are my two favorite brands. Oaktown in the house. What's up, fam? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Best CD transport. Anything with the Philips CD Pro top loading mechanism. There's many of them. You want your CD to drop down on top into a thing, no in and out tray. And look, there's some these days that the in and out tray is great. They use optical drives that are computer type optical drives that are still phenomenal. But the one that sticks out in time as the best is the Philips CD Pro top loader. What is a decent $2,000 amplifier? I've got one from Simon Audiolab that is 80 watts per channel solid state, $2,000, brand new in the box with warranty. Holla. They are $3,000 amps. I'll sell them for $2,000. It's a great amplifier. Really good. Sounds awesome. When your health takes a hit and you recover, you see the world in a new light. You're not kidding, man. You're not kidding. That is for sure. And I'm looking at my I'm looking at my Second Amendment right here. I'm looking at another Second Amendment right there, and I got another Second Amendment right through there. Yeah. Many like the Audio Note UK CD transport is very good stuff. Okay, I would believe it. Yeah, Audio Note's great stuff. Hey Shane, Dan saying hi from Illinois. Okay, man, we're closing on the hour. I'm gonna run. Anybody, what else we got to talk about? I think it was a pretty amazing. For those that were not here, I'll show this again. This is a statement. I'll read it real quick, and we'll do this together. This is a statement from the founder of darTZeel Audio. Dear all, to those who want to know the truth, it's quite simple. For several years now, the extreme high-end market has been in turmoil, with many prestigious brands closing down. Fortunately, most of them have been able to restart due to several factors, of which I will only mention a few. The uncertain global economic and political climate has drawn attention away from entertainment. I don't agree. But above all, the race to offer the most expensive product, claiming it's better, while giving ever larger discounts to end users. I definitely agree with that. This extreme high-end market, whose noble and honorable purpose at its beginnings was to offer music lovers the best possible reproduction quality, has turned into a mass market comparable to the soaks of Marrakech, which I personally love, but for a different purpose, where the highest discount has become the main focus. Okay, so he's talking about it's just a whore fest where all it's about is trying to give the highest discount. So on purpose, they overprice it so they can give the discount. Okay, hustling 101. This trend, though not new, is now rotting the extreme high-end market and is destroying the industry. Bravo, Hervé. I could not agree with you more, brother. And to come from somebody who says who has such an esteemed company, this speaks volumes. Okay, I, Hervé Delatraz, founder and creator of darTZeel brand, have decided that this business model no longer aligns with my vision of extreme high-end. Good. He's doing this. He's saying that. Great, dude. I'm so on board with this guy. Not only will the darTZeel brand continue to exist, yeah, but it will also change its paradigm by focusing on new concepts, which for now will remain undisclosed. But we pretty much knows what it is. The new concepts are going to be less expensive stuff that can go to a broader audience. And he says it's more alive than ever. Legendary customer service remains unchanged. Current production will now be made to order. For existing customers, it's strongly advised don't sell off your darTZeel equipment on AudioGone, because from now on, it's going to be more scarce. It's an investment. That's what he's talking about. I would not use that word. I would just say owning a darTZeel instrument is going to be more scarce. You'll be more of a cool dude. You'll have something more rare, right? A new line of instruments aimed at a broader audience currently under study. Stay tuned. darTZeel instruments are made in Geneva to last forever, period. Okay, so there we have it. We just read it one more time. It is an amazing statement from the founder of darTZeel, one of the most esteemed brands in the world, one of the most expensive in the world. And, you know, hey, you got it right from his mouth, what Mikey's been saying for years. Love my Diptyque 140 Mark IIs and planar panel presentation. There you go. And your Nat audio preamp. Hey, Dan. What room at Capital Audio Fest? 725. 725. Stay live. Minimum amp power to make Magnapan 3.7 I sing 100 good watts. I got my Fisher & Fisher, Donizetti, and the rest of my rig rocking for the first time today since the hurricane hit here in Carolina. Way to go, Charles. So Charles, otherwise known as Ted, bought his whole rig from Mikey. He came in, he sat down, he listened. Fisher & Fisher 570, Donizetti, audio analog, the audio analog DAC, the AA DAC, and he sat down and was like, oh my God, this is so good. I want this rig. He took the whole rig. He took the demo rig right there, lock, stock, and barrel. And he's happier than can be. And he's blowing his friends away. Hey, add an Aussie audio file. Charles says, hey, the utilities wore out. The utilities were out. Yeah. That sucks. Glad you got them back. How do you balance the emotional impact of musicality with objective measurements like frequency response and distortion? You don't. Can technical accuracy diminish the listener's personal connection to the music? Absolutely. Okay, so if you guys don't understand, he's asking, you know, okay, so what he's asking me here is how important is the emotional impact versus the measurements or the specification. Okay, here's what I'll tell you. Specification is like 10%. Okay, it means very little. It's just to help you match components a little bit. It's just to give you a broad idea of what that piece is. You can ask, you know, what watts it is, what class it is, what the output stage is. You can get an idea, a rough idea of what that product is. You have no idea what it sounds like. You just have an idea of what kind of creation it is and maybe what it's poised or aimed at by the spec. It'll sort of tell you what it's designed for, but it tells you nothing about how it sounds. And what's important is the only thing that's important is how it sounds. So what emotionally stirs you, that's the only thing that's important. And technical accuracy, when you make the numbers absolutely perfect, zeros, distortion, perfectly fast, all this stuff, you get a sterile product. It does not have soul. It does not feel human. It feels perfectly robotic in nature, perfectly recreated. There's no organic nature to it. It is synthetic in feel because it's too perfect. It's like a perfect robot. It's like a perfect computer program. It's just, it lacks humanity. Okay. So, yes, technical accuracy does diminish the emotional connection for me. Okay. And every time I've tried, and I've been around the merry-go-round with this. Hey, Charles, Aussie says, hey. Shane says, hey, we will meet one day. Yes, I'll hold you to that. Cool. I think darTZeel meant to say the COVID money ran out. That's funny. Yeah, right. What went into you reconsidering going to Capital Audio Fest? Because I decided not to do the surgery, and because I'm going to look at taking care of the root of the problem, like why the gallstones are there, rather than just take out the symptom. Oh, there's gallstones, take out the gallbladder. Well, how about we explore why the gallstones there, and maybe I can have a lifestyle change that will not make more gallstones. How about that for a thought? Okay, so I'm considering that before I go ahead with getting something yanked out of my body, and then having further problems because it got yanked. Now, some of the people have responded here and said they had no problem with the gallbladder remover. I had a phone call day before yesterday from somebody else. He said, look, my wife got her gallbladder removed. Let me put her on the phone. She said, now I have lactose intolerance. I have fructose intolerance. She went on this whole myriad of things, and she regrets getting her gallbladder out. So I'm just not going to do it. So anyways, so that is why. Yeah, I look, it's not a it's if somebody accidentally triggers me, I can't help it. I can't help it. I feel strongly about stupid people saying stupid shit. So yeah, I don't mean to speak political and whatever, but sometimes people draw me into it. And if they want to quit my damn channel because I don't agree with the current regime, so be it. I'm a big Second Amendment person. I'm a big I like my guns. I like, and now here I go again. See, I'm not gonna get into it, but look, I have a different view, so whatever, who cares? It's just a fucking opinion. And opinions are like assholes. Every motherfucker has one, right? It doesn't matter. So my opinion is just useless. When it comes to politics, they're just stupid. It's just manipulating you and I so that we don't unify. That's the reason for politics. Divide and conquer, and it works, But anyways, love this place from being free of it. Yeah, totally. The Swiss have a long history of craftspeople. Mike, what are your thoughts on Nagra? Overpriced. That's all I can say. Really cool history, super cool tape decks from back in the day. I happen to know that they use the very entry level, the $6,000 Playback Designs Sonoma DAC. Is that what it's called? The Sonoma DAC is the board that they use in the Nagra DAC that's 65 grand or whatever, and they put in their own output stage. So Nagra's overpriced in my opinion. It's a nifty little thing. You're buying into the little whole je ne sais quoi. Nagra is one of those things. It's kind of like MBL would be like that because you just only use MBL. When you have Nagra, you only use Nagra. You don't mix Nagra with other shit. You don't mix MBL with other shit. You don't really mix Burmester with other shit. There's certain brands like that. Daniel Hertz, you don't mix with other shit. Hey, tribe members, anybody heard the Macaria open baffles by Mako? I'm sure they have. Good day, Mikey from Adelaide Hills. Great wine country. You're looking heaps better now. I'm loving my Fisher & Fisher SN 470s. Look at that. Here down under. Thanks heaps for your wonderful recognitions. Thanks, Kenny. Appreciate it, man. Get in contact. Well, you're Adelaide Hills. I don't know exactly where that is, but it sounds beautiful. And is that by Melbourne? Get with Dr. Good Vibe, Marty. Get with Shane down in Geelong. You guys got to get together. With so many factors influencing sound quality, how do you determine if improvement in audio gear is truly better or just different? Well, if it's different and it suits you, then it's better. Okay. If it's different and it doesn't suit you, then it's not better. It's simple, right? So it only ever is different. It depends on the perception of the person who is hearing that difference as to whether it's better or not. So better is subjective, totally. So personal bias, cloud, objective evaluations of sound. Yeah, there is no there is no reason for objective evaluation of sound. I mean, why the fuck would you want to be objective if you're buying audio for yourself? It's completely subjective. You buy what you want, regardless of what anybody else says. A reviewer must have objective talk about it objectively, and they can't even do it because they're paid for that shit. So they can't even remain objective. So the idea of objectiveness is silly. It doesn't matter. Objective, you can throw it out the window. This is very much subjective, and the only thing that matters is what you hear. So everything else can fuck all. It doesn't matter. Looks like Shane knows Kenny. Can we get the owner CEO on the live show? I have no idea. Don't know the guy. I could ask. We love the first and second order harmonic distortion is what's make things sound real. Absolutely, brother. Amen. Looking good, Mikey. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. When are you posting that new Class A/AB amp from Analog Audio? I have to get to it, man. I can do it. I'll probably do it tomorrow. Yeah, I can put that on my list. I had to ship some stuff today. Tomorrow I got an open day, so I'll do it tomorrow. Despite a desire to not hear political talk here, I'm not going to bail. I'm going to stay. I'll suck it up. Okay, Tommy. I'm sorry if I'm offending you. I'm just a gun-toting, motherfucker. And I don't mind the rich getting fucking richer. Great. We should all be so lucky. So, anyways, Aussie Audiophile, please experience real high-end realism so you can more accurately advise. Aussie Audio, please experience real high-end realism. Oh, David, why are you being stupid? He's got an MPD-8. His rig beats the shit out of yours. Have you even shown us yours? Do we even know what you have? You've got some fucking phantom bullshit that you talk about that nobody's ever fucking seen. Can't come to your house to hear it. You're full of shit, David. That's all I can say is you have no fucking, all you are is fucking talk. Put your fucking money where your mouth is, dude. Nobody takes you serious, brother. You talk a big fucking game and you don't walk shit. You walk nothing. So fucking show up at a show, dude. Bring some of your shit. I don't give a fuck if you got screwed over at one. Have some fucking balls and go to another one. Okay? You're all pussed out because you got fucking shafted on one show. Be a fucking man and show up at another show and prove your shit instead of talking out your ass, brother. You're just talking out your fucking ass. LOL. Real life is zero distortions. It's what it is. Bullshit. Life is full of distortion. You don't think your fucking ears distort? Oh my God. You don't think there's distortion in sound that comes off a jet airliner? I mean, there's distortion all over, dude. So anyways, sorry to let you have it, David, but you got it coming, man. You talk a big fucking game, brother, and you haven't shown us anything. I haven't even seen a fucking picture of your shit, okay? Text me a picture. Send us a picture. Let's see if you even have, as far as I know, it's fucking vaporware, okay? So, let's just put up and then I'll shut up. Might want to get a methylation DNA test. Cool, man. I just got something for methylation support. It changed my life health-wise. Deleted a couple of things from my diet and a couple inexpensive supplements. Yeah, I just bought something called methylation support today. And so I will look into a methylation DNA test and see what that is. But I bought something called methylation support. I'm dealing with a naturopath who is a medical intuitive. And he's the one that gave me this supplement, which is called methylation support from Amy Myers, MD. Yeah, and I've got other stuff, and I'm going to a Chinese doctor tomorrow, getting and they're going to do Chinese medicine and acupuncture, get my energy meridians going back together, and I'll try anything at this point. My experience, real high-end realism in my room every time I switch my audio. Of course you do, Shane. What are your thoughts on newer esoteric gear? A couple of people have told me the newer ones are more musical and less of the old Japanese sound. Well, actually, Japanese is Japanese. The old Japanese sound is not analytical. Esoteric used to be analytical, or as far as I know, is still analytical. If they changed to be non-analytical, then they became more Japanese. Because typically Japanese sound has never been analytical. It's always musical. It's always smooth. It's always unjarring. You know how Japanese is chill, man. You know, it's just smooth shit, man. You know, and it's always been that way. I mean, respectfully, actual realism, not pretending. Oh, you mean live music? Not a fucking hi-fi system. I mean, come on, dude. It's in South Oz. Okay, cool, man. Well, I have to come sometime and see all y'all, except it's probably like 8 hours to fly from north to south, right? Greets from South Africa. Right on, man. Interesting. A mate raised the same topic. darTZeel with me this eve here, and he's an audio and studio expert, and always love the show. Thanks, buddy. South Africa, can't you guys go for a ride in a fighter jet down there? That's what I saw. And you can like go in a shark cage, right? And see like great white sharks. And then you can probably like go on a safari or something. I'd like to come down there sometime, man. Looks like a cool place. And I saw the Die Antwoord what do you call it? Documentary. Die Antwoord. What an interesting story of these guys. Man, Zeph. This whole idea of what Zeph is and what they created, and it's amazing. You got to watch this documentary. You know, in American we'll say Die Antwoord, you know, but it's Die Antwoord. I'm guessing if I'm saying Afrikaans even close. But it's an amazing story of these kids, this guy and this girl. They met at a club. This dude was a shitty rapper. She was kind of a silly singer for video games and stuff. And they were both unsuccessful. They got together. They fell in love. They had a baby. They were down and out. And somehow they decided to go for this Zeph angle on their. Zeph is a term in Afrikaans that is a slang that means ghetto funky, right? Like ghetto fabulous, ghetto funky. And so they embraced this Zeph thing and made these crazy videos that absolutely went ballistic. It's the coolest and most amazing rags to riches story. It's just amazing. It's amazing. It's a super amazing thing. I suggest you guys watch it. Amen, David P. Hey, bro, looking good. Hey, tribe, what's up, Vooch? Good to see you. Yeah, you're surely joking. I'm not joking. I'm serious. I didn't want to say it, Mikey, but I'm glad you did. David, your audio gear is fast food for the ears. Sure, it fills the silence, but it's miles away from delivering the refined, high-fidelity experience true audiophiles crave. You'll sadly be the one who is shown to be mistaken. I hope so. I hope so, brother. And it won't be sad. It will be great, because what will happen then is you'll have credibility for once. So I hope you show me. Please do show me. Make me a fool or whatever. Show everybody. Show the industry. Show the world. Show us, David. We're waiting. We want you to. We're rooting you on. We're cheering you on. I'm giving you tough love, brother. David Cross equals troll. Could be. Yeah, he definitely. Get off Mere Cross. Okay, loving my 470. Look, he's got 470s as well from down under in Tasmania. Check it out, man. Look, we got a lot of guys from Oz up here on the show. Hello, Mike. Hello, chat. What's up, man? Just block David Cross, please. I'll leave him in here, but it gives us a little fun, David, your audio gear sounds like it's streaming through Potato. It's not high fidelity. It's just highly questionable. Your speakers deserve better, man. Hoosier, have you heard his stuff? I mean, because the tech is not for cheap sale. I invented white. We know about all your shit. We looked up your fucking inventions, brother, and your name, David Cross, is not on any fucking inventions on the whole thing. I had a patent attorney. One of the guys that watches my show and one of my clients is a patent and trademark attorney. And he did a search under your name, and there is shit. There's Bupkis. Okay? So you've got Bupkis under the David Cross name, so we don't believe you. Rad sounds like you are on the right path. Yeah, man. Your comment and Japanese sound is poignant. Yeah, I mean, Japanese is refined stuff, man. It's always been super refined and super much honor. I mean, it's beautiful stuff, and it's always it's never harsh. and jarring, but except for esoteric has been a little analytical. Quit while you're behind. Shark cages and safari. Yes, you're always invited, Mike. Yeah, right, cool. You should not be providing cover for what you personally know was far beyond wrong regarding the show. I have Jay says receipts, and you personally know that. Yeah, you got fucked on a show. Who cares? Get over it. Go to another one. Antwoord is crazy. I know him from days back. Really? You know Ninja? That dude's fucking huge, dude. He's so big. He's so tall. He was whacked out. His rapping sucked, But holy shit, man, he got with Yolandi and Jesus, man, they created something. It is absolutely. There's no words for it. You guys got to watch the documentary. It blew my mind. These two kids, they just did such a huge job. It was amazing. My pronunciation is perfect. Okay, cool. Right on, man. See, all I have to do is see the name in Afrikaans and I can pronounce it. I can do it, but try Dutch. No way, dude. Amazing that you get things so quickly. The show rocks. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. David Cross, put up or shut up. It's getting tired. It's all right. Yeah, it is getting tired. This is the Hi-Fi Tribe. We should not be fighting each other, but we should be fighting the P. Diddlers of the world. Hey, anybody got any baby oil? Anybody got any Diddy oil? Holy shit. Fight. Make audio great again. Yeah, you know it. I know. Derek, what's up, brother? I'm hungry to eat humble pie, but don't think I will be. G'day, Shane. I have just read your reply. Thanks. I will email you. Cheers. All right, Kenny. Cool. Bupkis audio. Yeah, you know it. Please say who did a Boolean search on patents. Drago. Are you still here, Dave? Are you still here, Dan? You want to tell David? Mikey would love to have you deconstruct Chun Mook one day. Okay. What is that again? Is that a philosopher? Okay, bring me up to like I recognize the name, but I don't know exactly what it is. Out of the hi-fi shows and rooms you've experienced, which one has impressed you the most and why? What stood out to you in terms of sound or setup? Wow. Okay. So, okay. So in recent, I'm going to talk about recent, ones, Acora acoustics, I've been blown away at how huge that thing images. I'm not sure what electronics he had, but it was Val and Acora acoustics. Stenheim and Infigo audio. That was a great room. I really dug that. I liked when I was in Munich, darTZeel and Stenheim sounded phenomenal. Grandinote, which I'll be bringing to you guys shortly, from Italy. Phenomenal sound, man. Tons of passion with that brand. That was good. At people's houses, I heard Rockport the other day was phenomenal, man. Rockport Burmester amp. Can't remember what DAC. That sounded killer. So I don't know. Those are a couple. Wadi is Ninja. They are supposedly hiding out in a suburb here in Cape Town now, bro. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, is that his name, Wadi? It was just such a cool documentary. I can't remember the name of it, but just look it up. Look up let's see. I'll find. I'm going to find it. It is called Zef, the story of Die Antwoord. Zef, Z-E-F. So look that up and you all will find the documentary, Zef. It's cool. Ozzy, please do something of consequence so you can become other than a presence. Well, he's got an audio channel. He puts up and doesn't, he puts up, he shows his gear. He's got all the top gear. I'd say he does something of consequence. Hello, Mikey. Nobody ever listened to P. Diddy. No, man. And everybody, man, are they squeezing that for all it's worth, man? They are milking that story. It's getting milked. The guy who makes wood, turntable, weights, etc. I don't know who that is. Mikey, your countenance is looking very good. Thank you, buddy. I feel much better. LOL. Shout out to DFW Audiophiles. Shout out to Dallas Fort Worth. David Cross, if your stuff is so great, why don't you put it out there and in the world? God, now we're just getting vomit. I went with Soul Note amps and DAC from Japan. Beautiful match with the 470Ms. I'm so stoked. Cool, man. Awesome. David, I think you're having a bad day. It seems everybody's your enemy. Yeah. Love a good documentary. Okay, David, if I'll tell you what, David, if you want to give us your patent numbers, okay? That's simple, okay? If he did a search and didn't find it under your name, certainly you know what your patent numbers are. You have a fucking form like I do that came from the USPTO that it's a whole fucking folder and it has your patent number on it. Tell us what your patent numbers are, bro. Prove yourself. You know? I mean, prove yourself. Right now you're just talk. Give us proof, man. Give us the receipts, as you say. Yes, he was originally known as the original Evergreen. Oh, okay, cool. We used to hang out in the 90s in Joburg. Cool, man. That's awesome. How cool. What a great story. Old Japanese. Yeah, man. Old Japanese is in 1986 linear tracking turntables. Musical, not analytical. I just found out. Yeah, for sure, man. Everybody knows who you are. We're not hiding behind anything. Who are you? What are some of the old school systems from shows that stick out in your mind for being great? I love trying to learn about some of the older history of the hobby. Okay. Okay, look up shit. Man, you're jogging my memory, which isn't working too well right now. Speaking of Oz, look up Plinius. Look up the Edge amplifiers. Look up Class A, CLASSE, the old Class A stuff. Look up Mark Levinson, the old stuff. Look up Audio Research, the old stuff. Look up Krell, the old stuff. Look up Primare, Primare. Look up the old Griffin, Gryphon. The new Griffin's different. The old stuff was really fucking badass. Anybody else want to come up with stuff? Go for it. Kenny, your gear sounds appealing. Yowza. Yes, please send a link to the Zeph doc. Okay. Well, why don't I go like this? Oh man. Okay, I just had it. Let's see. Let me go here. Okay, so I will go like this. I will go like this. Does that no? I'll remove that. Let me see present. Let me go here. Let me go like this. Go like this, and let me go here. Let me go like this. Okay, so there you go. Zeph, right here, the story of Die Antwoord. Prime Video. You can find it on Amazon Prime Video right here. The story of the controversial South African band Die Antwoord, tracing them from their humble beginnings to global phenomenon. I mean, this is just such a great. Here's some snips with Yolandi, who's an enigma, you know, and Ninja, who these guys are just fucking crazy. I mean, I love the story. I love the whole thing. I mean, it is such a great story. You guys have to check it out. You got to check it out. Totally worth it. So there you go. Okay. Isn't Plinius New Zealand? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I thought it was down under. Nelson Pass did some decent work. Oh yeah, absolutely. Look at the Aleph, Aleph. Look at anything Aleph from Nelson Pass. Look at the Aleph 2. The Aleph 2, the Borg cubes. They're the sickest Sickest amps, dude, from history. Aleph 2. ALEPH. Hello, Mikey and Tribe. This is the Hi-Fi Dino from Cali, SACD Analog Pre with AB boat anchor and way too big towers for my room and loving it. What's the newest innovation you've seen lately? Oh, biggest innovation. Wow, you're looking for innovation. The biggest innovation is probably the Daniel Hertz Maria. That's innovative. That's innovative. Yeah, David, I know who you are. I met you at a show. You know, I saw you. We talked. I just saw a killer Plinius in a rig in New York City. I'll send you a pic. There you go, Dave. Andy Krell for sure. If I didn't live in a hot climate, I don't too. Yeah, I know. I checked all my materials notes and I could not find any reason why this news darTZeel closing is not affecting me at all. Mikey, good to see you. Good to see you recovering. I am, brother. You can tell I'm back, right? Piss and vinegar, back established. Okay, I'm going to watch it as a hard recommendation with Amazon. Do it. We'll ask fam in Texas to share with me. Yeah, it's cool. It's good, man. Nelson Pass did Threshold Stasis. There you go. Absolutely. Look at Threshold. Threshold's cool shit. There he says, I don't think he does. David Cross, show us your patent numbers. I think I'm hooked by there's some very inconvenient truth. Well, whatever. Just put up. The Threshold was a killer. Yes. The Stasis was pretty sick. You had one. Yep. I can think of a few other items might be known as. Oh gosh. Okay. So look, I'm gonna run, man. We're at an hour 26. Thanks everybody for joining. I will be back. I'll make some more videos for you guys as I get better. I will be back on Sunday, and this Sunday I've got Angela Gilbert Jung. Okay, she is the one that from Canada that was Blue Circle Audio, that is a designer that has gone completely off the map and into the realm of art versus audio, where she creates, I don't mean this to be disrespectful, but the art is grotesque. And I don't say that in a bad way. I say that in a way that means it is absolutely a extreme outcropping of artistic expression, to the point where it is a middle finger to everybody. And I love that she did that, because she's a rebel. She's a black sheep, you know? And so I love that. Bedini amps. There you go. Bedini. That's another one. Okay. See you all Sunday. This show rocks. Get better soon, dude. Well, at least me, lives when I hit this stream. Right on, man. Cool. Thanks for joining. I will see you guys. Yes, Plinius is in New Zealand. Thank you for the live stream, Mike. You bet, David. Thanks for joining. I will see you all on Sunday. See you.